Hey guys, thanks for joining. Excuse me. All right, guys, we're gonna get started here. All right, everyone, thanks for joining. We are Nansen. We're gonna go over our platform. Can we turn it up a little bit? There we go. Nice. Thanks everyone for joining. Today we're gonna walk through Nansen and do just a little summary of how we can help investors and do a little investor class. I'm Brett.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And we're gonna dive into it now. So on both screens here, you should be able to see our Nansen platform. We're starting on our indices page. So what Nansen has done is we've curated indices for investors and traders. And you can see how at a sector level the NFT industry is doing. So NFT 500 going up. That's a good sign for all of us here. The top 10 blue chip indexes, social, game, and art. And lastly, metaverse. So we're able to break it down into sectors so you can really see what type of NFTs you're buying into and what sectors are really performing well. If we move to this next tab, we are currently looking at the social index, so the top 100 social NFTs. And that's obviously a nice chart to see. So trending upwards, 60% increase against the US dollar, and then 19% against ETH. And then diving deeper into that, you can see which subsectors make up the most of this index. So PFP, profile pics, are the majority of the index, and they have been only going up, which is, again, a great sign for us. If you want to dive deeper into that, though, want to research one of these specifically, you can go down to our charts and tables and see what lies within each sector. Super valuable to be able to sort through this and search just for what is interesting to you guys. Sorting here too, you can see ETH Lizards, My Lady, Corkies has been driving the PFP market. And later we'll dive into specific collections and so you can see how you can really research each of those individually. Moving through, Nansen, beyond just indices, also goes into like a market overview. You can see each collection at a higher level. So looking at our market overview page, you can see the top market value NFT collections. Bored Ape Yacht Club obviously has the largest market cap. You can see how they've changed in floor price over the last few days, how many wallets are part of it, what the average floor price, what the average price is, and market cap of the entire collection. You'll notice at the bottom, this is for over 2,800 collections. So anything that is a relevant, frequently traded collection, odds are we're gonna have it. Scrolling down too, we also track wallets. So what Nansen does best is we're able to label wallets and show who owns what, who's trading what, and how profitable they've been through time. This is super valuable because you can see, wallets like Pranksy and see, have they been profitable? Later on, we'll go through some celebrity wallets and show you, have they been making money, losing money, or just diamond hands holding on to it. So beyond wallet labels, we also can show you recent mints. And this is extremely valuable too to see what's coming up and what's new. You'll see here we actually have a FOMO level statistic and we have something labeled as high right now, which is super exciting. So this Kiss Me Monkey collection that was first minted 5 days ago, within the last, I believe it's 15 minutes, has had over 100 minters, which is a good sign. So it's a smaller collection with a lot of people buying into it. The FOMO level is high. Not financial advice here, but it might be worth looking into. So maybe take a peek at that. Now we're gonna dive into specific collections instead of looking at a market level, and Elizabeth is gonna start driving.
Yeah, so typically I would start in market overview. You can look at NFT Paradise. I'm gonna look at Azuki because it has been pretty hot lately, and I think there's some people who own Azukis here as well, I'm sure. So we'll go into NFT God mode, which is where you can dive deep into our collections. So let's take a look at Azuki. First, there are a couple of charts here. So we have average price and volume. We can see past few days, volume has picked up. There have been a couple of bumps, and naturally, price has definitely gone up. Price range, we have some max and min. So these are little outliers, but we can look at average price and see that it has been going up. So over here, we have like a little overview. You can see that floor price currently of Azuki is 27.8 ETH, and you can see some min price, max price. So over here, individual transactions, there's a good chart to look for like our smart NFT buyers to see if there's any smart people buying. And we can see actually specifically there's this 421 ETH sale. So this, if I just quickly click through, was announced on Twitter by this Trey. So he said that my friends at Red Bean DAO have sold this Azuki for 420.7 ETH. A little bit of a missed opportunity for 420.69, but okay, close enough. So we can actually just see this right here in our item profiler. Here, the sale 421, there's some rounding. And actually, they bought this 420 about 3 months ago, sometime in January. So they made about 300 ETH profit in 2 months of this Azuki. And this is the highest Azuki sale to date. Yeah, so back to God mode. So we can also look at some breakdown here. Oops, sorry. Okay. Yeah, so breakdown, you can see balance and changes. So typically you can sort by the change, 1 day change, just to see who's been accumulating and also who's been selling. So no smart money selling, which is good. And also top balances, who's holding it. And yeah, some charts that could help you understand this collection a little better, like the kind of people that are holding and the kind of people that are buying. So again, we have hodlers. We have some seniority distribution, meaning that people are actually holding. And also smart money, interestingly, we actually have a few smart money NFT segments. We have smart NFT minter, early adopter, hodler, and trader. So actually we can see here that smart NFT, hodler, and minter has actually been increasing. So that's a pretty good sign. We see that people are actually buying into this Azuki and they're holding. So yep, profit leaderboard. So just so this guy again is the highest Azuki sale, so about 300 ETH profit. Yep, so we can also look into some trades actually. So here we can see what are the top 5 addresses buying. Again, smart money. So smart money, we have this little cute icon. So when you see this emoji, that means they are smart money, according to Nansen. And also recent transactions. So like you can see like over here, like 3 hours ago, who has been buying what and for what price. So again, all these are clickable. You can click through and look at our item profiler to see the sale history or like even a picture of the actual Azuki. So related collections, this actually pre-new dashboard we launched. So it's also something like a token overlap, NFT overlap. So people who own Azukis, what are they owning? So for example, something, as you all know, is an Azuki airdrop at an Azuki event. So about 89% of Azuki owners own 87% of something. So that's sort of how you would read this. And yeah, so you can sort of click through and then just dive deep into, you can just keep clicking to see like related collections to see if you find anything interesting here. So lastly, I'll talk quickly about rarity. So we also have a rarity dashboard here. So over here, you can actually see a little preview of the Azukis. And also we have some rarity score and ranking. And also distribution of the traits. So typically, yeah, we have, for example, I think up here is human. If I can get there, yeah, human is the most common trait. And yeah, so some distribution and some stats as well. So yeah, so that's a deep dive into Azuki. I'm going to hand this back to Brett, who will talk about like some cool wallets.
Thank you for walking through that. So as I mentioned earlier, Nansen is known for labeling wallets. It's what we do best. It's how we started. And we're able to show you which wallets have been the most profitable. We label everything on ERC20 across OpenSeas and LooksRare. And when we look at this, you're actually seeing the wallets that have done better than any other wallets. So these are the top 19 wallets right here. Mon3 ETH has made a profit of 12,626 ETH, so that's better than anyone else across the ERC20 landscape. So it's cool to be able to see this, and this really is a good way to see what's trending and figure out what might be next for you guys to buy into. I personally have gotten a lot of value out of looking at what Pranksy's doing. He has traded a lot, so bought into 275 collections and sold out of 108. And That's a pretty big sample size. So there's some relevance there that wallet has a history of being profitable. So today I was going to dive into not just Pranksy's wallets, but also a different wallet I've also found interesting. So we're going to start with our good friend Justin Bieber. He hasn't necessarily been the best trader, but he sure does have diamond hands, and we love to see it. So if we scroll down here, or starting actually up here, you can see his trading history. A bunch of smaller trades, and then this one clear outlier where he purchased a Bored Ape for 500 ETH. That's interesting. So using Nansen, I think we could have helped him an awful lot. So if we scroll down, we can see first off what's currently within his portfolio. So he holds 219 different NFTs. We can sort by his balance to see which ones he holds the most of. And Bored Ape Yacht Club seems to be his biggest holding, which makes sense because that's what he spent a lot of money on. But beyond that too, you can see he's also in Doodles, CloneX, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, and you can see how much he has within each of those. We then also provide stats on the wallet's actual profitability. So he's purchased, or he spent 785 ETH, and he's yet to sell anything. So his total profit is negative 785, which power to him. He's just an art collector, and we love to see it again. Scrolling further down, though, we can then see all of his past transactions as well. So sorting this way, we can see that he bought this Bored Ape for 500 ETH, and a different one for 166. So you can see all of his past transactions as well. So let's dive a little deeper into this 500 ETH purchase that he had. What he could have done was use our price estimator tool. And what Nansen's done is we've looked through rarity traits, the value of them, the amount of liquidity for each collection, and we've created our own method for creating a price estimation. So it's currently valued at about 118 ETH according to our estimation. That's a premium of about 18% above the floor price currently. When he bought it, it was back in this time here. So it looks like he could have bought it for about 100 ETH. The floor price was 88 ETH. But he sure did like this, so he went out and got it, and it's his now. Beyond that too, you can also see his impactful traits for this NFT. He's a cutie here. Got some nice punk blue background, board unshaven, black t-shirt, and we then show you how valuable we deem each of those traits to be as well. And then lastly, we provide a nice histogram of the actual collection. So you can see that his Bored Ape is somewhere in this range here, and that the most expensive Bored Apes are further down towards the 200 price estimation range. So beyond Justin, we can then also go to, as I mentioned earlier, Pranksy. Looking at his wallet, it looks a little bit different. So you can see that he's been quite an active trader. His liquidity is generally pretty high, so he buys things that are trending, that are easy to get out of. And then he's also not scared to buy into heavier positions, but also buy low and sell high as well. His portfolio is primarily in Terraforms, also in Doodles, Cyberbroker, Sandbox, and that would pretty much make up the largest market values in his portfolio. And then if we look at the historic, results, spent 13.7 ETH, it's about 301 ETH in gas, total revenue of 17.2, total profit 3.54 thousand ETH. So a few $100,000 or a million, I'd have to look it up. But it's cool to be able to see the actual quantified amount of profit that his wallet's made. So how do you make this actually applicable to your own trading? We're able to dive deeper into it and see what the past buys, sells, mints, receptions, receiving end of a transaction are for each wallet. So just looking at recent activity by Pranksy here, you can see that he bought a lot of weblands. So interesting to see that maybe that could be the next thing, maybe not, but definitely there's an opportunity to maybe find something valuable by following the smart money. What we've also done beyond this is you are also able to set up alerts. So I was able to set up my own alert to get notified when he's placing trades. And it also sends directly to Telegram, Discord, or Slack. Since we got a minute or two, I can even pull up my Discord and show you what these alerts would look like. When we do that, you'll see right here, we got an alert for from Pranksy, where he recently purchased Pernalope's Country Club. So you get that by the minute or every 5 minutes, and you're able to stay up to date just almost immediately with what's going on. So with that, I definitely recommend checking out Nansen. We have a 2-week trial for just a few dollars to get access to it. You can go to Nansen.ai to start using it. In addition to that, we have a bar tab downstairs. So if you guys want to ask us any questions, get a drink or two from us, feel free to meet us downstairs. It's inside to the right. We're giving out free drinks and hoping to make some friends and talk about NFTs. With that, thank you guys so much.